The betting public did quite well this NFL season. Will it continue in the playoffs? I'm going to give you the most public sides and totals for wildcard weekend here coming up and let you know if we should play them or fade them. NFL Played the Public Playoffs edition starts right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. And we're going to look at the wildcard round here, Fade the Public. I will continue to do this each and every week through the Super Bowl, including some props when we get to the Super Bowl. So if you're liking this content, thumbs up, like, and comment below because I read the comments and I reply back. All right, here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to break down all 6 games for you. You know, we don't have a ton of public information in the postseason because we only have a limited amount of games. But I'm going to look at both sides and totals for you. And there is one official public play this week, and you don't have to wait long. It's the first game on the board at 4:30 Eastern, wildcard round on Saturday afternoon. LA Chargers minus the 3, the most public play this week in the NFL postseason, and I would call this an official fade the public situation because nobody wants anything to do with the Houston Texans as they obviously finished the season in poor current form. Everybody was fighting to play the Texans. That's the team they all wanted as the weak divisional 4-seed winner, and the Chargers got it done. In fact, we had a best bet on the Chargers, of course, last week against the Raiders, and that line went from 4.5 when I released it all the way up to 6.5, 7 by kickoff because the game did have meaning, and LA won the game to advance to the 5 seed and get the favorable matchup here against the Texans, but not so fast. Be careful what you wish for. Texans had nothing to play for, and they still won as a dog against Tennessee. I think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder after those Kansas City and Baltimore losses. And also keep in mind, this could be a distraction spot for the LA Chargers, having to travel with all the concerns back home with the wildfires in LA. At 3 or more, I think there is some value with the Texans here in a fade the public situation. Now, shop around. If you like the Chargers, you should get a 2.5. There's 2.5s minus 20 available. If you like the Texans, there's +3 minus 20. 3, of course, is the most key number in all of sports betting when it comes to football. And there's about a 10% chance the Chargers win by exactly 3. So, once again, if you like LA, you lay the 2.5. If you like the Texans, it's +3. I think you're probably better off fading the public in this situation. All right, that's the one official fade the public play. It's your first game, 4:30 Eastern on Saturday. Going to look at 3 more public leans for you. I'd call these additional leans. You know, if it was during the regular season, these would be public leans. Let's start with the Philadelphia Eagles, 4:30 Eastern on Sunday afternoon. The Eagles are getting some public sentiment as well as a 5-point home favorite against the Packers. By the way, I did free play videos for 4 of these other 5 games right here on the channel. So if you want a deep dive analysis and free play for all these games, check out my solo videos as well. I'm kind of doing some quick hitters here as we're covering all the games in this video. But once again, this is the mid-afternoon game on Sunday. And one of the things I pointed out in my free video was that the Packers are shorthanded right now. Christian Watson is out. Now, he's only 5th and 6th in receptions and targets at receiver, but he's their big play threat because he averaged 21 yards per catch, by far the best on the team. So they will be a little bit limited. Plus, Jordan Love was injured in that season finale against the Bears, in which they were a 10-point favorite, and they had a chance to advance to the 6th seed and play Tampa instead of Philly, and they lost outright. So they do not enter in good current form, and I think that's one of the reasons the Eagles are a little bit of a public lean here in this game, as the public saw what the Pack just did or did not do against the Bears. Now, coming in, I thought Green Bay could be a dangerous team here in the postseason as a 7 seed, but they are banged up. And the other concern you have to have with the Packers is that they didn't step up well in class this year. In fact, they were just 1-5 and 1 against the spread. They played 7 playoff teams. They went just 2-5 straight up, and they only covered 1 of those 7 games. Eagles, meanwhile, obviously a lot of playoff pedigree here, and it'd probably get the win here. Now, the line is a bit inflated. I thought it'd be a bit shorter. I think some of it has to do with the recent results last week and the injuries, and obviously the public is also leaning Philly. So we are giving up some line value, but I still see Philly winning this game, which means they most likely cover as well. Right, one other public side. In fact, this is the one public dog lean. Red flag alert, maybe, and that's not my Washington Commanders. Although in this situation, it is my Washington Commanders because I think the public is probably on the right side here at +3 or more, and that is the current line on Sunday night at Tampa on NBC. Washington currently 3 across the board, and the public is biting. This is the one dog of the 6 games this week. This is the one underdog that had some public sentiment on it, and normally that's a red flag for you. However, in this situation, I'm not in a hurry to lay points with Tampa Bay. I think both of these defenses are suspect. In fact, we'll get right to the most public total this week. It coincides with this game, and that's over 50 here. We don't talk a lot about consensus data on totals, but I want to dig a little deeper here because it's playoff time. and the most public total lean would be over 50 here. And that's not a surprise. The public is pretty much leaning over, by the way, in all 6 playoff games. But the one that had a little bit more sentiment was the over 50. So of the 6 totals, I would say the over in the Tampa-Washington game is also the most public totals lean. But I don't disagree with that either. In fact, I did that free play video for this Sunday night game, and I recommended the over 50 earlier this week. 51 is a really key number. About a 3 to 4% chance this game lands on exactly 51 points, and it's currently sitting 50 to 50.5. So probably want to play it sooner than later so you don't risk losing that key number by Sunday night because the public is leaning over. But I do agree with them over 50. These are 2 suspect defenses, 2 very good offenses. They played back in week 1, of course, and Tampa won 37-20. No turnovers by any team. It was very clean. But it was also the first NFL start ever for Jaden Daniels. And he's been consistent all season. Now, yes, he is a rookie quarterback in a playoff game, but it's not like Baker Mayfield's been anything special in the postseason either. 2 very inexperienced teams overall here. I don't think either one of these teams is going very far, by the way, this postseason. So with that being the case, I'd rather have the 3, that key number, with the underdog Commanders. So this is a situation where I do not disagree with the public. I would lean Commanders and over as well. All right, once again, that's your official public information this week. The one official public play, the LA Chargers -3, with additional public leans, light leans on Eagles -5, Commanders +3, and over 50 in that Commanders game. As far as the other games we didn't touch on, really not too much consensus data in that Baltimore-Pittsburgh game on Saturday. Maybe a little bit of a lean towards the under there, but once again, they're pretty much leaning over, but of all the over leans, that was the lightest. So you could say that's something to keep in mind there, as that total has dropped, by the way, from 46 down to 43.5. Overall, very light lean on Baltimore as well as a big favorite. Buffalo-Denver, also a light lean by the public on Buffalo and the over. Once again, public normally plays overs and favorites, right? So this is pretty much neutral. When I say there's a light, they're leaning lightly to the over and the favorite. That's where they should be. So really nothing strong in that game. And then the Monday night game, of course, Minnesota and the Rams has been relocated to Arizona because of the wildfires in LA. I did do a standalone video for both the Pittsburgh-Baltimore game, with a free play for you in that one, and also a free play in the Minnesota-Rams game. So if you want to deep dive in those 2 games, check out the solo videos here on the channel on WagerTalk TV. But not much public consensus data for that Minnesota-Rams game, especially since it's been relocated as of Friday. Not a lot to go with there, so I would tread lightly, look at any consensus data in that one on Monday night. Hey, quick hitter for you. All 6 NFL wildcard games. Once again, if you want a deeper dive, I did do 4 free play videos on these games for you here on the channel. So click subscribe and click the bell for an instant alert so you know when they're posted. You can watch them right away. And if you want to see more free play videos for every sport, including basketball, comment below and thumbs up like. It's that simple. The more comments, the more thumbs up likes, the more free play videos I do every day here on WagerTalk TV, because I do read the comments and I reply back. Speaking of which, what sides or totals do you like in the NFL playoffs this weekend? Hey, include some player props. Many of you do quite well with those player props. Of course, we'll have more of that as we get closer to the Super Bowl, including some public data on that in Super Bowl Sunday in about a month. But drop some analysis also if you have the time. Let's learn and earn and win together here on WagerTalk TV. And if you want my official NFL best bets, my client plays, we do have a strong card. In fact, I've already got 4 advanced NFL best bets for Sunday and Monday. That's right, 4 NFL best bets for Sunday and Monday already posted for my clients right now at WagerTalk, as we have a huge playoff weekend planned, including 3 of them on Sunday. And you might want to pay attention. Sundays have been incredible. 14-2 on my client best bets the last 5 Sundays, and I've got 3 more going this Sunday already loaded, and that doesn't even include basketball yet. 14-2 on client best bets the last 5 Sundays. I've already got 3 NFL best bets for this Sunday posted, also the Monday night game. Hey, if you want to get them on a daily basis, a single play, a daily basis, it's available at wagertalk.com, or you can get the entire NFL playoffs and save 25% with promo code PLAYOFFS. Once again, buy my NFL playoff package and get an instant 25%. It's only $149. You get another 25% off of that by using promo code PLAYOFFS at checkout. And if it makes you feel better when you type it in and say playoffs, that's right, because it saves you 25%. Or if you want all sports, all access, college and pro football, college and pro basketball, and baseball, which starts in a few months, get a 365 all access and save $811 instantly with promo code SM365. It's so simple. You select my 1-year subscription, and at checkout, you use promo code SM365. You get $811 off instantly, because that gets it down to exactly $99 a month, $3 a day, just $1 a play for every college and pro basketball, basketball, and football best bet for the next 365 days and nights. How'd we do last year? Well, we won 133 net units of profit on client best bets in 2024, and I'm looking to have an even bigger 2025. Get on board right now, a full year for about $1 a play. That's a true serious long-term investment approach, and that's what I preach doing, of course, here on the channel. But either way, if you want just the NFL playoffs, use promo code PLAYOFFS for that 25% discount. Or if you're ready to take the true investment approach, make sure you use promo code SM365 when you get the 1-year all access. Look, you don't have to memorize the promos or special offers. Whenever they're available, they're on my page. In fact, any others that come up, I post them as well. Check out my page on a daily basis for that reason. You can see the last 20 best bets recapped every day at the bottom. Click on them to read the analysis. You'll see the promo codes and special offers I just mentioned. And also right below that, you will see a daily free play. I'm very selective. 2 to 3 best bets on average per day. So you know that last cut, the game that is just a bit outside, is still pretty strong. And I post those as free plays, free play, free opinions every day. Either basketball or football, baseball around the corner. Once again, check out that daily free play right now. Check out the special offers and don't miss out. 14-2 the last 5 Sundays. I've got 3 more best bets loaded already for this Sunday right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Hey, get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Follow me on social media as well, at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.